and I did want to show you my project tracker notebook. I'm going to see if I can switch views real quick. My project tracker notebook. This is something I put in my store a couple years ago, and it's a download. When you purchase it, you do not get anything mailed to you. You actually go buy your binder, you buy the inserts. But what I like about it is I have a box of just random notes, project notes, and I get confused a lot, and then they just sit in my binder and go nowhere. So what I did is I created some forms where you can put all the information of your project. So I got the canvas size, the technique, the recipes, the colors, additives if I added any, and then another pages where you can print a photo, tape it, and then you just write some notes. And with this project, with the paints I had, I did 2 canvases, so I wrote notes, which was awesome because I did these last year, and I remember I look at this one a lot. In fact, I made a bag from it because it's one of my favorites. It's a dancing lady, and I was like, wow, I forgot how I did it. So this is why I have my notebook. This is from the live stream we did a couple weeks ago, and I filled it out. This is last week's live stream, just the info, and you just slide it into these dividers. It's organized and safe. And then I also have another download in that file, my favorite artist information. So it's the artists, the websites, the channels, notes, because I have a ton of artists I love to watch, and you know, there's more and more of us coming about. Some of us are just going to get left out, so this is a way to index it, kind of like an old phone book, you know, old school phone book. So I printed out some more pages. These first pages that you put the paint on, I'll show you in a second here. It is a heavier paper. It's a scrapbook paper. It doesn't necessarily need to be acid-free for what we're doing, but I liked the heavy weight. It's about a 65-pound paper. So I'm going to set this aside real quick, and then we're going to finish off my pages that I did for Mondays. So I went ahead, I printed my image. I just taped it to the back. I wrote some notes so I would remember, and then I wrote 18 by 24 canvas. I did the swipe, the balloon, the bloom. Here's my Paint Pour Academy recipe that's actually in paintpouracademy.com. If you're taking my beginner's course, that recipe, directions, everything is in there. My paint mix is 1 to 3, 1 part paint, 3 parts pouring medium. The brand names, the colors, I used silicone in the paints. And then I had extra colors, so I made little boxes. So what I'm going to do, I'll show you how I put the paints on there. It's pretty simple. I have my color, so I know I used this color. And I'm just going to pour a little bit, not a lot. You just want enough to get the color on there. And that was the Artist Loft Neon Pink. And this is the Liquitex Prism Violet. And then the Artist Loft Bright Red. And then the Liquitex, the blue, that I can never say the name. And I've tried. So I'm not going to try anymore. Not for a while. And then the light blue permanent. Oh, look, I already got paint on my hands. And then I'm going to go down here now to the extra areas that I created. And I will update this to have more paint colors, so you guys don't necessarily have to do this, but I just haven't done it yet. Ooh, this is real watery. Hold on. I did mix these colors a couple weeks ago, but I thought this one would be thicker because I did use it. Oh, there it goes. I just didn't mix it well enough right now. Just a little bit so I can see the color. And then we're going to get, well, thank you, Soapy Friends. Thank you for popping in. Soapy Friends is my sister who now lives in Tucson, and she teaches natural soap making, which is awesome because I've learned a ton from her. I use a lot of commercial, personal care products until she moved back to Tucson and told me to stop. And now I know why. Things are much better. My skin is not so dry. It's very awesome. But she teaches, she has courses on soapyfriends.com on natural soap making. So if you're interested in that, go check her out. And go tell her Erica said hi. So here are my paint colors. And once this is dry, I'll just slip it into my notebook. So now I have a little journal notebook of my project. And let me show you real quick. Hopefully, we're going to try. I have not tried this on a thing yet. But if you go to Paint Pour Academy, hopefully you can see that, and you scroll, there's my book. Here's some courses. Here's a free download. It's Color Combinations, Volume 1. Volume 2 is in my Basics class. How to create your own necklaces, glass vases, and then here's the project notebook. It has a black icon, and you click it, add it to cart, and as soon as it goes through, you get to download the pages, and you get any updates as I update it. So I hope this is useful to you. It was very useful to me, and I was excited to get it into the store so that it can help you. Oops, my colors are mixing. So I'm going to set this aside right now, let it dry.